When COVID-19 hit our state, thousands of Nevadans found themselves in need with no idea where to turn. With the needs increasing every minute, Nevada's nonprofit organizations and philanthropists stepped up. Nonprofits rallied together to find the needs and fill them.
When COVID hit in 2020, United Way's gathered the information, Moonridge Group shared that with philanthropists, and then the funding came to fund the most and greatest needs.
Philanthropists committed their resources to investing in programs creating results.
I was very aware of the needs in the community that were going to come because of the pandemic.
Community members gave their time and money to support those most in need. Within weeks of the first stay-at-home order, organizations were using data and research to identify some of the most pressing issues of the pandemic: distance learning, hunger, housing, and developing new collaborations to address them.
During this time of crisis, everybody opened up. Everybody said, this is where we're at. This is what we have to offer.
We're honoring all of the people and organizations that have helped Nevada respond and recover.
Our nonprofit community here in Nevada quickly responded to the impacts of COVID-19. Nonprofits were pushed to the limits to make sure that we were supporting everyday Nevadans who now needed us now more than ever. Both United Ways stood in the middle of this work with the launch of our emergency assistance funds.
We were able to reach out to our nonprofit partners and identify a need. And once we knew where the need was, we were able to make sure that all the resources were available to serve that need.
With the need that we saw and with tens of thousands of our customers, fellow Nevadans, being laid off almost immediately, we really had to triage and focus on emergency basic human needs. The first two calls that we made were to the United Way North and United Way South and said, how can we help? And they were ready.
Both emergency assistance funds in the North and South help support that increase in need to ensure that nonprofits could help those who needed it the most.
The emergency rental and utility assistance programs usually serve folks at a certain income level that are experiencing a hardship. I think for the community, this was the first time that the hardship was so broad. Having a strong collaboration and partnership with United Way obviously helped us to move this along quickly.
We have years of history of providing additional funds to help those agencies on the front lines. This allowed us to quickly stand up our funds to respond to the impacts of COVID-19 and get those funds out quickly to the agencies.
Some of the great ideas and programs in this community happen because there's a collaboration.
We are very grateful with our community partners and everyone who came together across Nevada to make sure that our community had all the resources they needed through the pandemic.
United Way was able to zero in very quickly because of the professionalism of their operation and their staff.
As we face new challenges as a result of COVID-19, bringing to light the disparities that have always existed, Nevada's philanthropic sector serves as a shining example of how we can move forward together. They are continuing their efforts to serve the most vulnerable individuals in our state. Nevada's nonprofit organizations and philanthropists are investing in solutions that will create long-term change and building a strong community of leaders ready to take on the next challenge. Neither government nor philanthropy can solve the challenges Nevada faces alone. By uniting public and private partnerships, we can create a sustainable and scalable model to solve problems in our community. There's nothing we cannot do when we collectively decide to do it. Together, we're building a roadmap to recovery and reimagining all that Nevada can achieve.